பொண்ணுங்க தெரியும்ல சுத்தி சுத்தி வரணும். The way she say I'm like but something like trust.
Hi, I'm Zach.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
Hi, I'm Sangi.
Hi, I'm Dia, and this is
Zula Chick Chats.
Hi guys, welcome to today's episode of Chick Chats, and today we'll be talking about sliding into DMs. Alright, I'm sure people have commonly talked about it as well, but now the panel today is a bit younger lah. Okay, I feel like every episode I say this, unfortunately, but it's fine. So we got some Zoomers, Gen Zers in the chat here. And the reason why is mainly because I think it's more common within your generation about when people slide into DMs. Not saying that, you know, people my age don't do that. But I think like it's a new form of like getting to know people via like relationships or hookups or even just like, you know, saying hi, want to chit chat, you know, think the person is cute and stuff, right? Okay, so I guess the first question is, have you guys like done it before or have been on the receiving end of this?
For me personally, I'm a pussy, so I don't. No, legit, I don't dare to slide. But then like I'll be okay if like I receive, you know, it's quite flattering.
Aww.
So there was once, right? Like you know, like how we have like Instagram friends. Like it's not someone that you go out with, like you know, like personally, but it's like you all interact a lot like online, right? So this Instagram friend like suddenly like he DM me. He was like, "Hey, you wanna go grab a drink?" And I was like, "Oh, future boyfriend." That one DM, you think about every possibility.
Yeah,
my wedding. Right?
Yes.
So after the date, I went home and then I was like feeling so airy. He was in the clouds. Then I was like stalking him again, you know, like oh man, like oh he's so cute, he's so cute. And then I clicked on his like ex-girlfriend's Instagram, but it turns out that she wasn't his ex.
Oh wait, what?
They were still together. So essentially, I was a third party without knowing that I was a third party. On the date itself, it wasn't like a very friendly thing.
You can tell it's a different type.
Can tell
Oh
he was
my
like,
god.
you know, like that, this kind of thing.
Oh,
you
he
know?
like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
So like I realized
This
that
man is a walking red flag.
no, but you know why? It's because his girlfriend was overseas.
Oh.
That's fucked up.
No.
On 800
No.
level.
It is though. Yeah, so I confronted the guy and then he blocked me and then
He blocked you?
Yeah.
Like the fact that he just like run away from
yeah,
you.
he legit didn't even bother to fight his case. He just blocked me and then I DM'd the girl. I was like,
By
I
the
believe
way.
that you and this guy are still together, but I believe that you should know about this. And then she was like, okay, and then she blocked me.
I don't know if to feel shocked or to feel
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, but I mean, at least I did my part though.
But
Okay
then-
lah, I mean to each their own.
Yeah.
If they believe that this is their way of having a relationship, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
I guess.
I
Maybe
guess.
it's like an open relationship.
You never know. Yeah.
On dating apps, right? Sometimes some of them will be like, I don't reply here, DM me on like Instagram.
Bullshit.
I do that.
I do that.
Oh, you do that? Why? Can you tell me what is the objective of like directing it to Instagram?
I feel like if someone really wants to know you, right, then they will DM you. Cue the meme. If you really want me, right, DM chase after me.
Oh
You know,
no.
girls.
Right, girls, right.
Just gonna
Gotta
be
be
pampered.
pampered.
So there are guys who do that as well because they're like, oh, you know, I'm not really active there. So sometimes if the guy looks really, really worth it in terms of maybe I really like his profile on like the dating app, and then I go onto like Instagram and it's not a private profile and I can see about him and about his lifestyle, and I think, you know what, I really want to be friends with this guy. I've been like, hey, you know, I just saw you there, thought you were really cute, wondering if you like to get to know each other because we matched. And the guy goes, hey, thanks for letting me know, but I'm actually not on the dating app. And I'm like, huh? Question mark, like,
So you're gonna catfish?
yeah. Then I'm like, oh, but then you see, my question is, why would a catfish put someone's actual Instagram? They would usually put a different name, they would
Yeah,
not put
true.
themselves so that they wouldn't get caught. So I'm like, it doesn't make sense. Then I thought, maybe this guy really rejecting me, so he's trying to be nice and saying like, it's not
No
really him.
man, just be honest. Means that he like saw your Instagram and then
Yeah.
he was like, nah.
Nah. Just be honest. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, you don't want me. Like, bro, I got other things
You
to
want
worry.
me, right?
You chase after me. Oh my god. Bitch, no.
Yeah, I think for me, it's very, very different in the sense of like, I DM people, right? I slide into people's DM not to ask them out, but to really just to fuck shit up. You know, just to
What is that even
just
mean?
to, no, listen, okay. It's not like anything sexual or whatever. It's just to attract people's attention. It's just to like,
hey, look at me.
Yeah, so if I like, I just DM ah.
Okay, got it.
Why not? Usually I just react to people's story. Just like, oh okay, react, heart shape. And I'll be like, water, you know, the droplet. Yeah, woo, mommy, woo, daddy, woo, yummy, you know. Woo, spicy, you know. 99.9% of the time, nobody fucking replies lah. Because like, usually it's people that are really unattainable.
But
who is gonna entertain this like tiny boy just like, oh, spicy, you know? It's like, no one's gonna entertain that shit. But recently, everybody pay attention. Okay, so recently, this model, right? So I slid into this person's DM, right? And this person actually replied, right? And then like it was going great, you know, like it was really 10-10, this person, like, you know.
I can't imagine.
Wow, but the English fucking cui bodoh. This person sent me this video of like puppies, and you know, like this person knew that I like animals, right? Okay, you know, this is something cute for you. And I was like, oh, that's very cute. And then this person replied, yeah, smile literally, very happy. Who speaks like this? Like, and I just I was very appalled lah. So I just said, okay. And then I just stopped texting this person anymore.
I think you had one story about the.
Is it a social night one?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you can share it.
So I was like, I went to the club and then I met this guy. Then we only exchanged our names though.
Okay.
Yeah. So then like the night ended, nothing happened. And then the next morning I woke up. I had like a DM from him. So he was
What?
like, I don't know how he found me though. And then he was like, I know we only just met, but do you want to be my date for social night? And then okay, actually it was quite cute though.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
But I said no
Oh, why?
because I'm pussy. Oh no. Because I was just scared, and then I didn't want to like spend like 2 hours at a dinner with someone
you
that like
don't
I
really
wasn't very interested in.
Okay, fair point.
Like imagine like social night is such like posh setting, and then we'll just be like, so hi, nice wine. Like what do you even say?
Yeah.
Oh my! That's another way I feel actually, like meeting someone in an outside setting and then kind of like stalking them on social media and
Yeah.
then kind of like asking them out.
Because I always get a lot of requests, and it's always, hi, can I chat with you? Hi, can I get to know you? So there's normal ones. Then we have those poets, right? Your eyes are as gorgeous as the setting sun. And then there's this like paragraph of them describing me, and at the end of it, how can someone like you be single? I'm like,
Oh
hey,
my god.
why you say that to me? Like, I also don't know. You ask me, I also don't know.
I get like whatever's the opposite of a poet.
Okay.
Like random guys with like 40 followers kind. They'll
Oh,
like,
then
they'll
the
be like
anon.
no, like beautiful girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I get it.
Yes.
I get it.
Yes.
Girl, nice smile.
Yeah.
Girl, boyfriend, no? Girl, marry girl.
No, but it's quite funny. I think they use this. This is like another template, you know. You know, one template is trying to be nice. This one is another template.
It's really the boomer template. God bless you.
Actually, a lot of times when you receive DMs from like a bit strange profiles, right? But or profiles that are not local, for example, your immediate assumption is to think that it's them sus and there's a spam account or it's like a
Yeah.
fake account. Yeah, I feel because there are a lot of questionable people on the internet who do nothing but create fake accounts and DM
Yeah.
random people.
Yes.
So please be careful. Why do you think like this whole culture kind of exists in the first place?
I think like the reason why people do it is because you're very comfortable behind a screen. You're not networking face to face. You don't have to handle rejection immediately. Because that's what I feel when I DM someone. Like what you said, you know, you don't really expect them to reciprocate. So you feel very comfortable. And because of that, you just, okay lah, just shoot DM here, shoot DM there, shoot DM here.
Actually, I think like social media platforms, right? They really like show you a lot about a person. So let's say like I'm interested in someone, right? And then I can see from this person's Instagram that like, okay, let's say he likes like a certain sport, or like this is like his sense of humor, or like these are like the social issues that he's moved by. So like you kind of know, like you kind of have a rough idea of what he's like. But with social media, it's like quicker, lor. Like you wouldn't even slide into someone's DMs if you don't think that you'll be interested in the person. Correct?
Actually, that's very true. It's very easy for you to determine whether like you can probably click this person
Yeah.
or not. Yeah, so that gives you a chance to kind of like pew pew shoot a shot. I
It gives
guess.
you a lot of like information that you would need when
Yeah.
like choosing a partner, that kind of thing.
Versus dating apps, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it beats their gym selfies in the mirror on their
Oh
Tinder
my
profile picture,
God,
and then they're like,
Yes.
how do you flex out like that? Like that, then it. Is it? Yeah. So there's some people who have raised up some things to us, and we are a very qualified panel to answer your
Yes,
questions.
Totally.
of course.
100% qualified to answer, but just kidding, okay? Like, just take everything with a pinch of salt, okay? Who are we to say anything? The first kind of question, right, is how do people gain the confidence to do so, especially if you feel that they look better, like the other person looks better than you?
I guess, yeah, it's just the idea of thick skin. This is my life motto, and I live by it till this day lah. I know what I bring to the table, so trust me when I say that I'm not afraid to eat alone. So that you need to remember that at the end of the day, right, you live not to please other people. You know, only you can appease your own needs and wants the best. So no one else can fulfill that need or want in you more than yourself. So just be confident. If you wanna if you slide into someone's DM, slide because you want to do it, not because you want that person to, in a sense, notice you, or you want that person to give you anything in a sense. Of course, it's nice lah, it gives you that tingle and all that kind of stuff, but it's just do it for yourself. I think that's the most important thing.
I honestly agree with, that fear that we have because someone's really attractive and then you're like, I don't feel it, I'm always that person. I'm like, oh my god, he's so cute, but he won't even turn and look at someone like me. But then I just think, what am I going to lose? Like, I've given for nothing. So
Never
just
try, you never know.
Exactly. It's like, there's this quote, if you don't try, you failed 100%. That's not a quote, but you get the point. So for me, I usually click with like photography or food. These are kind of things that I'll be like, oh, what lens is that? Like casually be like, oh my god, what lens is that? What body is that? And they'll be very nice and then they reply. I'm like, oh, cool. Okay, then I'll see like, okay, can start conversation or cannot. If can, I'll continue. I'll be like, oh, anyway, I just been like following you for quite some time. I just think like you're very good looking and I'll be very honest and very polite. Just say I just want to be friends, just want to let you know. And some of them, they'll be like, oh, thank you so much, very nice of you, blah blah, and then they follow me back. But some of them just haha, thank you, heart shape, or just like the comment and it's okay then.
Got it. Okay, the next question is, how do I slide into a guy's DMs without him thinking I'm despo? But you can try to start a conversation by asking them like, oh, do you usually go to these places often? Blah, blah,
Don't
blah.
ask close-ended questions. Ask
Yeah, don't
open-ended
Yes,
questions.
correct. So this
Yeah.
is like dating tip 101.
Yeah.
Always ask for something that they're very interested in. You can just go with, oh, anyway, I see that you eat this kind of food very often, or you like this very specific cuisine. So where is the best place for it? Then they will either say, oh my god, the best place is, because you're tapping on something they really like on. When people like something, they will really ramble on without realizing.
Actually, that's true.
Yeah.
So let's say I know this person likes dogs. Then I will like keep posting like Insta stories of my dog. Keep like
Wow!
open up the space for the person to be like, hey, your dog is so cute, and then like start.
Intellectual bitch.
500 IQ!
Yeah.
Oh
my
goodness.
god.
Got it. Different tactics.
Smart. It's
Different
very,
tactics.
very smart.
Thank you.
One is to lure people to DM, one is to just go direct and DM.
Yes.
Right? Like, just try not to be too forward. Like, don't go in, be like, hey, can I go with you? Especially when you don't know the person. Yeah, try to be more subtle with how you go about asking questions, and yes, filter the people correctly, because you don't want to be DMing people whom you know or have a high chance that they will probably not be very nice about it. Yeah, the next part is, it's more of a story lah, okay? So this story, this person says, I did slide into his DMs and we talked for quite a bit, though he replied only once a day, bracket with some questions. But when I have answered the question, he does not even read my answers. It's like basically she's trying to say it's like this breadcrumbing trick where you like leave trails down. You know what I mean?
Okay,
And then he says, she says, then he replies to my story, though he's never actually answered nor reacted to my previous message. It might be he's not interested, yes, or high chance that he's not as interested, because if not he would probably reply your messages. Or he's just a very bad texter and he just don't know how to reply, so he just takes the opportunity to react to stories as another form of creating conversations.
Or maybe he's the kind of person who wants to take things slow. Sometimes when people ask you so many questions, even I get very overwhelmed. Like, I like to be like, very simple conversations, then we build up. If we vibe, then we vibe.
I mean, if it really affects you, then just voice it out. Like, I'll just tell the person, like, like, I'm putting a lot of effort, like, are you not interested in like what's happening? If you don't want to talk, at least let me know.
True.
Yeah.
Just let your voice be heard, like, in that sense.
So I think we gave quite a lot of advice, if you can call it advice, or our thoughts on the situation, on different situations as well when it comes to DMs. So I think we can conclude the video here. Thank you guys for being on today's episode. And if you guys out there liked the video, please leave in the comments your own personal stories if you'd like to share, or any other topics that you'd like us to talk about on future episodes of Chick Chats. And with that said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye!